Okay, this one's going to be a bit weird, but cancelling creators. Have you ever noticed that when creators get cancelled on TikTok or any other social media, there is a massive, there's a lot of attention put to it, loads of it. Hundreds of creators, reaction creators, do put a lot of effort into finding all the information, going through finding everything they can about that person, all their content, all the things that they've done, everything they did wrong, how it got, when it started to go wrong, why it started to go wrong, and what happened in the end. And realistically how it all started. A lot of them do it, and over the last few years you've seen, I don't know if you have, a lot of content creators kind of being exposed. People like Tix and Roses, the Tourette's syndrome. That was sick. I don't know about anyone else, but that was sick, pretending to have Tourette's. Building an entire following on pretending to have, oh no, that was sick. That was disgusting. And when they got exposed for that, when it was absolutely proven without a shadow of a doubt, even their own family came forward to say that it wasn't real, it was false, they were pretending it wasn't, they don't have it. They even to this day, they still tried saying, my family don't know. We do have it, they're just lying. We do have it. So, to this day. It's sick. They're still lying, they're still pretending they have it. But they were banned from social media, which is a very good thing. And of course, you have people like Amy J.S., who lost 700,000 followers for her mental breakdown. And there was that family of content creators who weren't as, let's just say, their content was not what it was appeared to be. They weren't quite as joyous and as happy family as they appeared to be on camera, if the evidence that was found out about them was anything to go by. And let's just hope that social services or whatever you have over there was informed and they were dealt with properly. But it wasn't quite as good as they were putting it out to be. And then of course you have the creepy ones, and there were so many out there. And now of course you have Michaela, the most recent one to be exposed for wearing false lashes and advertising a mascara. Now, don't get me wrong, there are so many genuine creators out there that do a great service to the world, and it's across all genres, all things that, from makeup tutorials to advertising, clothes, to modelling agencies, and how-to tutorials for absolutely everything. I mean, on YouTube, if I didn't have those how-to tutorials, I would never be able to fix my fucking tumble dryer. They were lifesavers for me. I mean, seriously, my tumble dryer fucking broke, and without those how-to tutorials, I would never be able to fucking fix it. So there are so many out there. And obviously, then there are the skits, and to be fair, I watch a lot of skits, from the nursery ones to the hairdresser ones to the A&E ones and the shopping ones. They calm my brain, they de-stress me, I like them, they just make me feel nice and calm, and they keep me in a very good place, they're just funny, and anything that can keep me calm and in a good place is fine by me. And then you have the information ones, ones that tell you all sorts of anything and everything of all sorts of information. I love it. But then you have the extremists, like the vegan teacher that we all love so much. But I do follow people like dairy farmers and stuff, because when the vegan teacher was really going for it, I just kind of got fed up of listening to vegans go on and on and on and on and on. And when I found the Iowa dairy farmer on Facebook, I decided to follow him and thought I'd get a better insight into how dairy farms really work and how it all really pans out. And it's actually been really informative and really interesting, so I do that. And but when it comes to influencers, you have to be really careful sometimes of what kind of content they're putting out, how much content they put out, how fast they put their content out. And especially on TikTok, because you can put out 1 to 3 minute skits and pieces of information and videos, and you can do it quickly and in tandem, and it's so easy to do because it's not monitored like that, so nobody really cares how much you put out on any one day. You can put up 20 freaking TikToks in one, in the space of a morning if you wanted to. Nobody cares, as long as, they'll just watch it, they won't mind, And you just think what you've got to be aware of is that content creators, if they're doing it just for clout, if all they care about is likes, views and monetary gain, and all they care about is, oh, who's going to watch me, how many people are going to see this, they'll put out more and more and more and more and more and more content just to make it better, just to get those likes, just to get those views, just to make people watch them. And if you're not careful, the content could get more and more and more creative, and you have to discern what content creators are putting out, especially if it's not normal for content creators to put that much content out, or if they're going to put that much content out into the world on a daily basis, they have to do that every day, all the time. And if they then start putting out even more content on a daily basis, that they're doing it just for clout and views. They're not just doing it for fun. It's not just something they enjoy doing. It's for likes, it's for views, because they're just churning out the content. They just want to just put it out, off it goes. Yay, more content, more likes, more views. Rather than quality content, it's quantity of content. And then all of a sudden they make hundreds of mistakes. They're not paying attention to what they should be doing, not paying attention to the little details. And it's a bit like Michaela, who forgot to put in the ads, who forgot to tell people that she was advertising, she was being paid by sponsors, until it was too late and the videos had gone out. And then she was pulled up on it and then added it at the end in a little thing, a little hashtag that nobody could see. Which is illegal for a start, which is why she is now in serious trouble. And she didn't even apologise for it. She just kind of went, oh well, people are getting upset, oh well, never mind. And this is why content creators are being very careful of their content now. So the genuine content creators are being very careful of the content they put out and how much content they put out, whereas ones that do it for clout don't care how much they put out, as long as they're putting out the content and they're getting the views. That's all they care about, which is why so many now are getting so much backlash and they're getting cancelled, and their content's being kind of, you know, torn apart a bit. And so you're getting quite a few of them now that are just getting, you know, it's quite sad really when you look at it like that. But people are beginning to think it's too easy to get likes and views on social media, and if it's so easy, anyone can do it, so they do. And then when they find out it's not as easy as they think it is, they just keep going and going and going until they get the likes and they get the views. And once they've made a nice following, they think they're safe, until they're not. And then they get cancelled and they don't like it. No, I think there was another one beginning of last year, end of last year, several months ago, Poppy, a few months ago. Anyway, she started off well enough, content was good, and then she changed completely into somebody else, and her content got weirder and weirder and weirder till she was cancelled. You know, there's so many that are just changing or turning their content into other things just for likes or just for views, even if they start off in good places, you know. And it's a real shame. I think it's just nice to be aware of the creators you follow, that if things, even if they start off as amazing creators, be careful. If they don't change how they carry on, or if their work is stable and their content is, you know, never changes and it's, you know, normal, and they don't change the way they work, you've got a genuine creator on your hands. But if they start off in a really good place and then all of a sudden they get really famous and they get, you know, millions of likes, millions of views, millions of whatever, and then all of a sudden you see a shift in the pattern and a shift in how they work, you know that fame and those likes, those views, those followers, they've gone to their head, and they've gone from being a really genuine creator to a power hungry one who just wants the likes and the views because they're enjoying that limelight. Or to those creators that only became creators for the likes and views, so their content was like constant from the beginning, you know, and there never seemed to be a break in new content from like one set of content to the new one, you know. It was just constant, you know, just to see how many likes they get. But just keep pushing more content, I'll get more likes, you know. And the more likes they got, the more extreme the content got, you know. But yeah, I do think I'm beginning to go around in circles next. I'm gonna end this here, but yeah, just be aware of creators that and the way they manage their content. I'm gonna go.